Why do armies do Potemkin training? This came up because of a Twitter user named Global Military Info showed a video released by North Korea showing this intense training by the North Korean People's Army. And this isn't some kind of video where I show the video and I do a reaction video and I make fun of the video. If you want that, Nico Ortiz and Jameson Travels are really good channels to check out for that kind of content. Rather, I'd like to talk about why we're seeing this kind of training coming from some countries like North Korea and even Russia, and why the US really doesn't make videos like this, although sometimes we do. So to start, dear YouTube manual reviewer, all footage shown in this is training footage and not combat footage. To start, this kind of training is what we call Potemkin training. A Potemkin anything is almost like a facade. The term came from Gregory Potemkin, an 18th century Russian military leader who allegedly created these Potemkin villages, which were these fake Russian villages that were designed to mimic ideal Russian villages complete with happy, well-fed people. That way foreign officials could see an idealized version of Russia. And if you want to get technical, Disney's Main Street USA is a Potemkin village. So is this New York movie set in Bulgaria. But a lot of times when you see Russian films, they're doing this Potemkin training. It's these set-piece battles where everything is scripted. What you don't ever see is this. Or this. Or this. This is called Miles gear, or Multiple Integrated Laser Engagement System. It's basically laser tag with real weapons, and if it sounds familiar, it was featured in a 1986 movie called Heartbreak with Clint Eastwood. Here's the basic gist of Miles gear. You have a transmitter that goes on your weapon's barrel. It fires a laser when you shoot a blank round out of your weapon. And then you have a special adapter that goes over your weapon to make sure the weapon cycles properly with the blank round. You wear a harness on your body and a halo on your head with sensors. There's even sensors for tanks and transmitters for missile launchers. If you are hit by a laser, the harness emits a tone and you take out a casualty card to see if you're dead or wounded or whatever. If you are wounded, your buddies have to treat you and evacuate you. So Miles gear allows for realistic force-on-force training. Troops fire their guns at other troops who are shooting back. Now, Miles lasers can't go through buildings or leaves, and we call that playing the Miles game, but you always have referees called observer coach trainers nearby, and if they see someone doing that, they'll just notionally kill you with the God gun. Now, I have read a lot about Russian forces training, and I have yet to see a single instance where Russia uses any kind of force-on-force laser simulator. You do see some force-on-force training with blanks. You can see this is blank ammunition by the ammunition crimp, and these are blank adapters. But you're getting the benefit of training here, but you can't record hits. The US Army has had Miles since the 1980s, back when we looked like this. And General Schwarzkopf, the mastermind behind the first Gulf War and Operation Desert Storm, actually credited Miles and the National Training Center where they used this system for the victory over Iraq during Operation Desert Storm. So yeah, you might not see the US military out in the snow doing karate, but our commercials tend to focus and reflect on what we really do, which is usually force-on-force training when we're training. And I would feel pretty darn confident that I could grab just about any soldier in the military, and that soldier could shoot, move, communicate, evaluate a casualty, and evacuate a casualty if they ever had to. So karate in the snow, or actually doing your soldiering job? So why do armies do this kind of training or release videos like this? Well, it's cheap. You do have to have some kind of training. This will keep your soldiers occupied and in good physical condition. I have no doubt that the soldiers in this Korean video are highly motivated individuals who want to serve their country with honor. But these Potemkin videos really only impress the kind of people who don't know how the military works in the first place. And that being said, I'd like to end this video with the greatest Army recruiting commercial ever made. And thank you so much for watching.
You're reaching deep inside you, go for things you've never known. It's been tough, rough going, but you haven't gone alone.
We do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
Be all that you can
Hey, First Sergeant. Good morning.
You can do it in the Army.
It's me, Captain Bannon of the documentary Team Yankee. When I'm not kicking commie butts, I'm wearing t-shirts from Ryan McBeth available at Bunker Branding. Knife hands, HIMARS, landmines, Patriot, and even my favorite, the TOW missile. Mushna, we want t-shirt too. Take a hike, commie. So come on down to Bunker Branding and take a stand for what's really important about America. Capitalism.